What's good, everybody? It is Friday, June 23rd, 2023. This is your daily, and I do mean daily, sports betting brand of record. We call it the Early Edge. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting. And it's not close. A little housekeeping before we get to the stars of the show, because you know we got a busy weekend ahead. We tell you all the time, we have our really, really good days and buy into those. And then our bad days are 6 and 5. I mean, that's how good my crew has been lately. Win more than we lose. That's our motto here at the show. But how about that little LSU win last night? One of the great college baseball World Series games of all time. We're laying a run and a half, extra innings, and a 2-run walk-off. That is next level capping from our 5-tool player, AB. And speaking of AB, how about our schedule today on CBS Sports HQ? Oh, at 1:45 Eastern time, the man has been taking over. Prop Stars. He texted me last night. He says, I can't be stopped. I said, I agree. Maestro will join Proppy at 1:45. Then at 6 Eastern, Maestro and the Sniper, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Snyder. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're talking live betting, full slate of baseball games on the board tonight. AB and Zach Attack live from Las Vegas. Now, if you are brand new to this brand, a couple of things you need to know. First of all, you're about to have the time of your life. Second of all, we do things differently here. And you've come on a really good day, because this is, ladies and gentlemen, Big Pick Energy Friday. Let's go.
Let's go! Ooh, let's go!
Let's go! Oh, I bring my absolute very best every single Friday. Look at the board. Are you killing me? Are you killing me? Are you kidding me? Sniper, Counselor, Chip. Wait a second. Counselor, Matthew, M Squared, and Chip Patterson. Good morning, Chip.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Sniper. Good morning, M Squared. Good morning, Counselor. Good morning, Early Edge fam. Yeah, I've been getting all the sleep out of my eyes for all 11 innings of that absolute classic. Congrats to AB, who just had a phenomenal college baseball season. And that is just one of those things you log and you come back next year because he's on it early. You can be on it early. Congrats to him for a great season in college baseball. And now we turn our attention to the weekend and getting some winners.
You're damn right. And he's on our team. Yes, he is for real. He's not a cartoon character. He's for real. Chip Patterson, there's only one. Gentlemen, we got a lot to get into. We're going to go marquee matchup. And if Mikey's here, that means we're going to go Chiefs, dog of the day. Now, we're still working on the graphic, but we're going to get there. But this is Chiefs Dog of the Day. Again, we got a lot of new people joining us every single day. This is a lot of fun. So, Diamondbacks plus 150 in San Francisco. Full transparency, the Giants have been on fire. Then the Reds, speaking of on fire, how about this weekend series? Against the Braves, plus 135. Then the Astros, plus 122. It is your dog that we named this for, Mikey, so it would only make sense that you go first. Where are we leaning today?
Chief says, once again, none of these dogs are going to win. If he had to play one, he would lean towards the Astros. He does like the Milwaukee Brewers as dogs today, though, he told me, against the Cleveland Guardians. He does not believe in Shane Bieber. But, yeah, he's recovering. Chief is. Got a little glass in the paw yesterday morning.
Oh, no.
Yeah, not fun. Not a fun morning. That is why I wasn't here yesterday. But we will lean Astros for the sake of this graphic. But Chief really said that he likes the Milwaukee Brewers today.
Yeah, so send Chief our best. That sucks. All right. We don't want Chief down for long. That's for damn sure. All right, so we got one off the board with the Brewers. All right, Counselor, I'm coming to you because apparently Matthew Snyder felt like he didn't want to participate this morning. So, Counselor, where are you going, sir?
Well, this is a surprise to learn that Chief is not a believer. With that said, I'm going to pick one of these guys, and it's going to be the Arizona Diamondbacks for a couple reasons. One is because plus 150, I really kind of like that number. Davies versus Webb. It's not exactly an ideal matchup, but you mentioned the San Francisco Giants are red hot. I'm kind of waiting for water to find its level when it comes to the Giants. It may not be today, but I don't think they're this team necessarily. Maybe the same can be said about the Cincinnati Reds as well, but I'm going to take the Diamondbacks, who have also been pretty hot. Plus 150 is a nice number.
It really is for that team. There's no doubt about it. Now, here at the brand, we try to take care of everybody. And when there's a group, Grow Up YOLO says, I have a bachelor party tonight. Let's
Hey,
catch some tickets to pay for ... the drinks. So, Chip, can you help our good friends out for some drinks tonight, please?
yeah, water finds its level, and Cincinnati Reds have been one of the big stories in baseball. But the Braves have won 7 straight as well. This is going to be the first game in a series in Great American Ballpark, where we know that ball does certainly love to fly. So give me the home dog, the Cincinnati Reds, plus the 135 against the Bravos.
The home dog. All right. So the sniper apparently having some tech issues, but we know he's miserable. So he does what he wants, and it's always in a bad mood. That's why we love him so much. But I told you today we're taking over every single day, 12 months a year, 365 days a year. Yeah, that's correct. And we are here.
Get breaking news,
Big news coming out of the NFL today.
highlights, and instant reaction.
The largest final round comeback in Ford championship history. We're down to the final 4.
I just want to take time to analyze greatness.
Talk winners and losers with a guy who's already a big winner.
CBS Sports HQ. It's all sports all day long.
Hearing that little segment, Analyze Greatness, and I forgot to mention off the top of the show, as we lose capper after capper after capper. Today's a big day for Nick. If anybody sees Nick in the chat, go ahead and let us know. Today is pick number 3. Last night, next level capping. Braves team total over 4. They go to extra innings. They score 5 in the 10th to keep the streak going. So today, number 3, if Nick hits, then we're going to see his face live on the early edge in a future episode. That's how we do it. Now, time to play a little pick the prop with 3 of my absolute very best. What are we doing today? Well, which slugger goes yard? Oh, look at that graphic. I love it, Snake. Absolutely love it. Plus 270, Rafael Devers. Kyle Schwarber, plus 250. And Peter Alonso, Mr. Uber Eats, plus 320. So M squared, where are we going today? Who's going the yard?
I like Devers here, Rafael Devers. I always like guys on the road, guaranteed extra team at bat, always helpful here. But weather conditions in Chicago, pretty good today overall. Air density down around 60, 58 to 60 range, which is a game that plays like mid to late July there. 82 degrees. It's been a little cooler so far in Chicago. So I like this spot overall. I think we could see some runs. I like Devers to run into one today.
Listen to the information, ladies and gentlemen. So many of you go, oh, this is a fun. No, we have numbers that back this up. M squared as always. Thank you. Now, counselor, who do you think is going to go yard today?
Well, I'm going to agree. I like Devers as well at plus 270. I love what Mike said about the conditions there for a couple different reasons. One is because this is a slight tease to one of my 3 plays later on in this show. But give me Devers plus 270.
All right. Now, and we got a decision to make for Nick in a second. But first, Chip, I'm coming to you, big boy. We have 2 on Mr. Devers from the Red Sox. What say you?
Oh, in honor of the sniper, miserable Matt, we got to go with his IU brethren. We're going to go Kyle Schwarber. What Matt Snyder cannot bring to the table, another Hoosier will bring it home after Jalen Hood-Schifino and Trace Jackson Davis both get their name called in the NBA draft. So let's go with Schwarber going yard here on a Friday.
All right. Very, very good. I thought you were talking about buckets for a second because he's from Indiana also. And I was like, surely Chip's not doing that.
Snyder went to Indiana. So they are like, they got the alma mater connection.
So you're saying buckets isn't as important as Snyder because he went to Indiana and buckets did not go to Indiana.
The connection to Kyle Schwarber is not as strong. And in fact, if we said Kyle Schwarber, I do not think buckets would know who that is.
That is a guarantee.
Yes.
He would not know who that is.
Minus 350, he doesn't know.
All right, we need to vote, guys. We need to vote because Nick's future is in our hands. Okay? So Nick is here today. He is in the chat. But he's kind of waffling a little bit. He says, I'm on the Rays run line or I'm on the Orioles money line. But we can only play one, Nick. Gentlemen, can we help out our good friend Nick? We want to see him on the show. Mikey, where would you go if these were your 2 choices?
I would lean to the Rays run line here personally. If I had to play one, it would be the Rays run line. I'm not super high on the Orioles today.
Okay. Counselor, your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought he was going with Rays money line. I'm like, that's cheating because it's minus 270. But I'm actually going to go with the Orioles money line. I understand where Mikey is coming from, but again, we'll get to my plays in a second. There's a particular situation that I think is interesting when it comes to the Orioles tonight specifically. So I'm going to take the Orioles here.
All right. So, Chip, you are going to break the tie. Whatever Chip says is going to be Nick's play. It's going to be the official play on the show for 3 in a row and to make an appearance. So, Chip, Nick's career is in your hands.
Step 1, 32-9 at home. That is Tampa Bay's record at home. Step 2, we never take the Orioles because I'm blacked out. Can't see an Orioles game, will not recommend any kind of plays on the Orioles. And step number 3, the Rays, their AAA affiliate is the Durham Bulls. That's the best minor league club in the country. Much love to the Durham Bulls. We go Tampa.
Did you know, little known fact, years ago, we played a SummerSlam softball celebrity game against Michael Bolton's celebrity softball team in the stadium in Durham. I played left field. Who was our left center fielder, Chip? Who could you think? Who's the most famous person in the Raleigh-Durham area to play left center field right next to me?
The most famous person? That'd be me. But I guess I wasn't there at the time. But who was it?
Coach K.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. He was unbelievably cool. And he caught a couple balls, too.
I mean, as long as you're not trying to press him about dumb questions, he's a very, very entertaining person.
Very true. All right, so we've done pick the prop. We have an official play, the Rays on the run line. Don't even know the juice, but that's the play. Rays on the run line. Nick, best of luck. All right, you come here for our board, and we just continue to win day after day after day. But before we do that, I got to pay those pesky little bills. Here's a word from one of our incredible partners.
The sun shines. Our gathering places are silent. Only a few more months to ponder the past before looking forward to the future. Autumn afternoons will be a fall full of stories, featuring elite signal callers leading their squads into unforgettable showdowns.
Carter, touchdown, Jets.
We'll embrace family, leaning on those that stand by our side, staring down the competition, and overcoming every obstacle. We all hail Sunday for an 18-week journey with teams taking their own path on the way to one of the most anticipated events in football history, Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. We can't wait.
No, we cannot. If that does not get you hyped, I don't know what does. I can tell you this. The Early Edge will have our butts in Las Vegas in February 2024. We will be there. I can promise you that. All right. God, that got me so hyped. All right, Mikey, I got to come to you first because we're having tech issues today because the sports books, they don't want us out there. They don't want us on the wall. So, Mikey, we're jumping in. Let's go. Floor is yours.
Texas Rangers on the road at Yankee Stadium. Love this spot for him. I played this at minus 105 about 8 to 10 minutes after the pitching matchup was confirmed. Put it on SportsLine. It's now all the way up to minus 115. Still within my range, though. I make them 55% winners. That means the price point should be minus 122 here. When I look at Clark Schmidt, he's basically an average starting pitcher, in my opinion. This Texas Rangers offense, very good against right-handed pitching, very good against lefties as well. We're going to see a great offense, potentially against a great back half of the bullpen for the Yankees. However, I think this is still a great spot for Texas. Looking at the pitch arsenal for Clark Schmidt, he's going to throw the sinker and cutter and the sweeper. He's had a little success for the sweeper. I don't think he's going to be able to throw it for strikes against this lineup. The cutter and the sinker, though, not been good at all. He's also struggled with walking left-handed hitters. Texas doesn't have a ton. They'll have 4 or 5 total with the switch hitters in the lineup today, but they are strategically placed throughout the lineup where if he walks them at all, it's going to get ugly for him. I like the Rangers. Again, price point should be minus 122 on this one. Play it while you still can. Rangers. And if you can't get the number, if it moves too much on you later, I do have a lean on their team total over.
But, Mikey, if they don't get the number, I feel like there's something they could have done to get this Rangers play before the show. Is there a way?
There is a way. Sportsline.com, potentially the app. If you want the app as well, you can turn those notifications on. You might even have a promo code for them.
Oh, a promo code, you say? Oh, how about the promo code trophy? And I'm going to give you 30 days for a single solitary $1. Then after that, you're playing with house money. Just the last 3 days, you'd be up like 31-8, whatever we are. After that, it's $10. I tell you the best value for a reason. Use that promo code Trophy. Come on in. The water's warm. All right, Counselor, there's a reason you were talking about the Orioles earlier. And when you bring 3 big plays to the table, you must absolutely love them. So I would love to see first 5 Sia, but a little mix of PGA Sia as well. Can we do that?
Sure, I'd be happy to. By the way, shout out to James A., who gave us some props for the FFT DFS show. Make sure you're subscribed to that. Me and Mike McClure will be all about it for football season, which is 76 days away. So subscribe to that podcast. We're going to have all your DFS needs covered for the NFL. So let's start, Coach, with baseball. I've got 2 first 5 plays. One, you may consider a little shaky because of what Mike just said, and I totally get it because it's Gilbert versus Gibson. And let's be real about this. Gilbert is the better pitcher than Kyle Gibson, but he hasn't been pitching great lately. We've got the Orioles first 5 here, -105. Gibson has been actually better than Gilbert as of late, but you have to consider his competition has been a lot less than what Gilbert's competition has been. And what I mean by that is he's not facing the best bats over the last few games. With all of that said, I do trust the Orioles bats here, especially considering Logan Gilbert has gotten touched up here and there over his last few games. And one thing I want you to keep in mind too, first of all, I'm not very intimidated by the Seattle Mariners bats, regardless of who the pitcher is. But Seattle did just have that explosion against the Yankees last night. Their bats maybe are heating up, but also they had to travel last night. They had the late game yesterday, and now they have to travel to Baltimore. It's not a long flight or anything like that, but they did have to travel last night, and the Orioles had the day off. I do think that matters this time of the year. So Orioles first 5 money line, -105. You can get that number at Caesars. At places like DraftKings and FanDuel, it's like -115, -120. It wouldn't shock me if some money comes onto the Seattle Mariners here and that price goes down a little bit, but I still believe in Gibson and the Orioles. The bats, I love the bats versus the Seattle bats. The next one, we're going to Bayo versus Giolito. That's the Red Sox first 5 money line, -120. They're playing at the Chicago White Sox. I really like Bayo. I've been betting on him pretty much this entire year. He's been limiting runs. He's been limiting hits. The ERA is solid. The White Sox bats, it's another team that's just not very intimidating. And while Giolito has been a little bit better, I like the Red Sox lineup way better than I like the White Sox lineup. I will point out, Red Sox had to travel yesterday as well, but they had an afternoon game, so it's a little bit different. They had a game at 1:10, whereas their Mariners game was at 7 o'clock. I do think there's a difference there. And then finally, let's go to the PGA. We've got a matchup that I really like because it's against a player I really like to bet against, Justin Thomas. So we're going to take Hideki Matsuyama in a 2-ball. This goes off in about 2 hours, -120 against Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas was okay yesterday, but coming into this tournament, he's been pretty much broken. I don't know when he's going to get fixed. Hideki comes into this tournament really hot. The metrics were pretty good yesterday. I expect him to heat up today in the afternoon. So give me Hideki -120 over Justin Thomas.
I tell you what, Justin Thomas is struggling to break par these days. He just is. He is struggling to break par. Yesterday, he shot even par on a day when the lead was 10 under. I love that Hideki play today. Counselor, thank you very much. Now, miserable Matt, obviously tech issues going on, but he sent 2 big plays in today. Zach Eflin to record a win, -105. Mikey, why do you think he would make that play?
Because the Rays are very good at home. They're very good at baseball in general. And the Kansas City Royals typically do not score a lot of runs. And it's a negative park shift for that Royals offense. So last night was an unfortunate result for anyone on the Tampa side. But I think that we're not thinking that's going to happen again here.
All right. And the other one, Chip, is Manny Machado over 1.5 total bases +102. Why do you think he'd make that play?
Because he's got more numbers than I do. No, listen, I love the Rays play because that's what we said earlier, and obviously we're rooting for it because we're rooting for Nick. We want to see his shiny face here on the screen. So follow Sniper for Machado. I'm sure the pick is better than the technical connection right now.
And all of his picks you can get at SportsLine, if you're a SportsLine member. By the way, it's a 9:40 Eastern time tonight. All right, great job about all 3 of you. But you guys know we have arrived at that time of the show that you all wait for 7 days a week. There are just moments in our lives that it just happens, and it's better than others. Let me get out of the way. Chip Patterson, floor is yours.
Coach, we are turning our attention to the Travelers Championship. I've got a round 2 3-ball tees off at 12:10 p.m. Eastern time, so go ahead and get it in. And those of you who've been following me for a while, you understand that I'm arts, I'm sciences. I'm signs in the stars, I'm stats on the sheet. And when Kevin Streelman got to the tee at the par 5 13th and he hits it over train tracks into a tree, and somehow it still bounces back into play, allowing him to be able to get an easy birdie. Ooh, something just might be in the stars for the 2014 Travelers Championship winner. So we're going to go ahead and jump on that. Kevin Streelman plus 140 over S.H. Kim and Ryan Moore. Now let's go to the stats on the sheet. Kevin Streelman in that 5 under first round, 6 birdies, 1 bogey, dialed in on approach shots, 6th in the field on approach, hit 16 of 18 greens in regulation, and a couple bad putts on the final 2 holes was really the only thing that set him back from being even closer to the lead. S.H. Kim is the opposite. He was lights out with the putter, very average everywhere else. And Ryan Moore, I mean, he's already talking to his travel agent. He shot 75 yesterday. He's way out of this. He won't make it to the weekend. So we're going to go to a dookie. Kevin Streelman plus 140 to finish ahead of S.H. Kim and Ryan Moore.
Some people argue that I still say he has the best finish in the history of this tournament ever, birdieing the final 7 holes to win. Some people say it's Jordan Spieth out of the bunker in the playoff. Either way, pretty good stuff. Chip, awesome. Counselor, quick one from the chat for you. Phil at his book has Cam Young minus 130 over JT. Would you like that one also?
I lean that way. It would not be an official play. Cam Young has been playing a little bit better. I mean, the thing is, Justin Thomas wasn't terrible yesterday, so I'd rather go with somebody that like Hideki, who's really been hot coming into this tournament. It is a lean, though, and I see somebody who has Homa over JT. I wouldn't take that one. I'd lay off that one.
Okay. Yeah, Homa's struggling too. I mean, he really struggled yesterday. I mean, it was hard to watch. And they're going to be in the featured groups again today on PGA Tour Live, which, by the way, I'm doing the Rocket Mortgage. Next week, I will be on the call there. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. No, we don't need that one. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake. Did I miss somebody? Oh, there we go. Oh, the Council Orioles first 5 money line. Red Sox first 5 money line. Then Travelers 2-ball. Remember, afternoon, Hideki minus 120 over JT. Then M squared, Rangers money line minus 105. He said he played up to minus 115, maybe minus 120. Then Chip, a 3-ball. Great way to bring the number down. Kevin Streelman plus 140. He had a great day on Thursday. He just loves this course over S.H. Kim and Ryan Moore. Then Miserable Matt, the sniper. He's on Zach Eflin to record a win today, minus 105. And Manny Machado, late game against the Nats tonight, over 1.5 total bases, plus 102. Do not forget, Early Edge and 5 today, every single weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern time with Frick and Frack and that whole crew over there as well. We never stop. 7 days a week, we are here, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and we do it because we love all of you. And with all that being said, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Big Pick Energy Friday tickets straight to the pay window. Brian Tyker, Lumbo, Counselor, M Squared, Miserable Matt, and of course, Chip Patterson, who named this day. I am simply the coach with the Snake, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you every day so we can win with you every day. Right here. That's what we're all about at the Early Edge. Good luck.